I'm going to share with you the root causes of Gema's eczema and the reasons why she had tried everything, every alternative approach, and she also tried every conventional approach. She tried topical steroids, oral steroids, methotrexate, Dupixent, and ended up having to go on cyclosporin, which is a medication when you have an organ transplant so your body doesn't attack itself. And the reason those didn't work is because the medications are just blocking the immune response. They're not actually getting to the root cause of what's causing inflammation that's causing the rashes on the outside. So swipe here and we'll share with you Gema's root causes.
I had histamine overload. I had Candida overload. There's a lot of food anxiety. My reaction to food was instant. I did go through TSW, but I'm so grateful to be in the program because TSW is just a whole other level of patience and requires love, really strong mindset. I keep thanking God because I had found my way to the program. They were able to support me, not only physically working on that inflammation in my body, but also the mindset piece, as well as the brain-skin connection. We were able to work on the histamine, as well as clear up some of the Candida. I did an anxiety score with my doctor, and it was a 4 on 4 when I entered the program, and so was my depression. And Mandy was my coach. She was just the light of the day for me in those moments. She knew what it was like to go through the eczema roller coaster and TSW. It really helped me, not only helped me through the TSW, but by the time I left the program, my anxiety was a 1 out of 4 and my depression was a 0. So it's huge. Having the ability to see it, that it was happening for me, that I really needed to make some changes and get out of my own way and have this really fresh outlook on life. I feel like I'm a better person going through the program and being a part of it. The brain-skin connection and the stress piece, that was just something I knew there was always a missing piece there, but I never really knew how to dive into it. My version of that was going to hot yoga 30 days in a row because I thought, all right, let's start a practice or let's meditate. But none of that, there was so much resistance to that stuff too. When you're not in the mood and not in a state, sometimes those things don't work. And so the brain-skin connection was a really big piece for me. And understanding knowledge is power. There's so much information out there. And just being in a place where you can trust the things you're being educated on, that was really big for me. And the team is an eczema expert.
So after hearing some of those root causes, does it make sense why just taking a medication and slapping a Band-Aid over this gaping wound isn't just going to help it heal? So this is something that happens again and again and again. And that's the conventional piece, but then there's also the alternative piece, because there's so many people that come into the program that are meditating and doing yoga, and Gema flew to India to do some Ayurvedic retreats as well. But they weren't looking at what's actually happening inside my body, looking at the symptom analysis, looking at what's happening inside the gut, looking at blood work to get to the root cause. But then also, those are all great ways to help regulate your nervous system. But you need to have a process to get that body from a fight, flight, survival mode into a rest and digest healing state, and a process to rewire that brain-skin connection. Because after years and years of having eczema, there's a disconnect. We'll be sharing how Gema's brain-skin became disconnected and how she healed. So if you would like to get access to her full interview where we dive deep into all things healing eczema, what was keeping her stuck, and the actual process to change, comment Gema below and we'll link you into the full interview.